Lion Secondary Spelling Bee competition. Mr. Mark Ray, Director of Department of Education Services. Mr. Lion Nicholas da Costa, PMJF, First Vice District Governor, District 6AB. Lion Gary Franklin.
Yep.
Colleagues from the Department of Education Services. Other members of the Lions Club. Teachers,
Yes.
and most importantly,
Absolutely.
our students who will be participating in the competition this morning. Welcome. I want to applaud you for stepping up and continuing the tradition. Last year you were lucky because Lions decided that they were going to still host the competition, and it was held, and you did quite well. This year they have continued to step up to their sponsorship. And I know some of you have been doing your part, because I remember getting calls from Cayman Brack and other schools inquiring about whether the spelling bee would be on. So the fact that we have you here this morning, we consider you winners. I know some people have had some challenges because we just had one student who had to step out from her team. So amidst it all, some of us continue to brave the pandemic and try to maintain our own normals. So thank you very much for that. I hope we are in for a good competition this morning. We want to see stiff competition. Some of you are seasoned spelling bee personnel, participants. I see some of you from last year. Some of you go way back as the primary school. So we look forward to a keen competition this morning. So without further ado, can we just stand and all sing the national song? The national song. And please join me in singing. I will just lead off with you. O land of soft, fresh breezes, of verdant trees so fair, with thy Creator's glory reflected everywhere. O sea of palest emerald, merging to darkest blue, whene'er my thoughts fly Godward, I always think of you. Dear verdant island set in blue Caribbean sea, I'm coming very soon. Oh, beauteous isle, to thee, although I've wandered far, my heart enshrines thee yet. Homeland fair Cayman Isle, I cannot thee forget. Thank you. You may be seated. I thought you were supposed to join in and sing with me. Didn't hear your voices at all. Okay, we will now invite Lion Nicholas da Costa, First Vice District Governor of District 6AB, to begin with an opening prayer. And I want to just let you know that he has been a past spelling bee winner, both at primary and secondary level. Lion Nicholas.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Spellmaster, Miss Jackson, judges, timekeepers, my fellow Lions, Leos, and especially the competitors, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you this morning. I actually will not be able to stay for the entire event because I have another engagement to get to. But it was important for me to come out here and encourage you all and see you all and just speak with you to let you know that by sitting here and going up on stage, you have already done very well. You are all winners. I know how nerve-wracking this competition can be, but you just spell it. Just be as calm as you can and spell the words that are given to you. Listen properly, and all will be well. All right? So without further ado, I just want to go to the Lord in prayer because we seek all wisdom from him. So I invite you all to bow your heads and close your eyes as we say a prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for bringing us all here today and keeping us safe. We thank you for the ability, dear Lord, to to be able to spend time studying these words and preparing for this spelling bee. We thank you for the wisdom and guidance that the coaches have provided. And dear Lord, we ask that you guide each one of the students here today as they compete in the spelling bee. We ask that you remind them of what your Bible says in Philippians 4:13, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I ask that you give them the strength, dear Lord. You bless them, carry them, and make them feel encouraged as they do this competition today. I ask all these things in your name. Amen. Good luck to everyone.
Thank you, Lion Nicholas. I now invite the Director of Education Services, Mr. Mark Ray, to bring some opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. All right. So, are you hearing me okay with this? I need to pull it down a little bit. It's good? Good. All right. So, looking across the crowd here, I can see that we are all very aware of what's happening in the world globally, right? We're all wearing our masks. We're socially distanced. So we recognize the challenges that we face as a community and certainly in the world globally. Importantly, however, from a Department of Education standpoint, and certainly the Lions Club certainly shares our sentiment on this, enrichment activities such as spelling bee are critically important for us to maintain, not just from the standpoint of just allowing you to come up here to spell some words, but there are some critical thinking skills that are incorporated in things like spelling bee. Because you're not just spelling words, right? You're seeking context clues. You're trying to understand the origin of a word. You want to get some idea as to what is it exactly I'm supposed to say when I'm up here, when you're given a word to spell. So the spelling bee doesn't just serve as a tick box exercise for something that we have done. It allows us to showcase the hard work that you've put in, that your teachers have put in. But importantly, it helps us to help you to demonstrate those skills that are necessary for the rest of your educational journey, and certainly that will transfer into your adult life. So I don't want to belabor the point, but I'll give you a short anecdote, and I tried this yesterday with the primary group, and they didn't get it at all. So I'm going to give you a very quick joke. It's supposed to be a joke. When I was younger, my father would always tell us this story about this boy in school who wasn't a very good speller, but he was given the opportunity by his teacher to spell a word, and if he got even one letter right in that word, he would get the full points. So he was given the word coffee. All right, we all know coffee, that thing we drink. I wouldn't try to spell it so that I don't embarrass myself, but that was the word he was given. And they told him, if you get even one letter right, you'll get the full points. He proceeded to spell coffee, K-A-U-P-H-Y. Again, nobody got this joke. So the thing is, phonetically, he's very correct. But if he asks for the origin, maybe, or if he asks to have it used in a sentence, he might have recognized that it was the coffee that doesn't start with K. All right? So just telling you that you have these opportunities when you come up to get those clues. So if you're stuck, you can ask for the origin. You can ask for it in a sentence. You can ask for the definition. So you have those tools at your disposal. All right? So don't come up. Don't be too nervous. Just relax and do what comes naturally to you. I know we're going to have a good morning, so I'll leave it up to the others to progress the event today. But thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. Okay, we just move on to the introduction of the officials. So, Lion Kullenberg, while we wait on the flags to come down. So you just introduce the officials.
Good morning, all. The introduction of the officials. Master of Ceremonies, Miss Gloria Bell. She's SSIO, Acting Customer Service Manager, DES. The timekeeper, myself, Lion Kohlenberg, MJF. Our judges, Chief Judge, Mr. Winton Grove Hunt, Senior Manager, Testing and Exams. Other judges, Lion Jeffrey Parker, MJF, Mr. Elroy Bryan, Senior School Improvement Officer, our spell master, Deputy Principal for East End Primary School, Miss Jessica Jackson. Good luck all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Colleen. Ready? Okay, we now move on to remarks by Lion Gary Franklin, who is the chairperson of the Spelling Bee Committee of the Lions Club. Let's welcome Lion Gary, please.
One. Director of Department of Education Services, Mr. Mark Ray, First Vice District Governor, District 6-B, Lion Nicholas DaCosta, Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Gloria Bell, Lion President, Lion Eric Anderson, who is off island, judges, spell master, competitors, parents, fellow Lions, and volunteers, good morning. It was a pleasure and a blessing to have you here today as we host the Lions Club of Grand Cayman's 38th Annual Secondary School Spelling Bee Competition. I am Lion Gary Franklin, the third VP of the Lions Club of Grand Cayman. As our club starts its 50th year of service to our community, our members are mindful of our logo. If you look at the top of the banner, you'll see the Lions logo in the center. As you can see, there are two heads, one pair of eyes looking back to our proud past, and a pair into the future. If you draw your attention to the two heads of the Lions logo, our eyes on the past. As Lions, we are very proud of our past, the Spelling Bee winners over the decades, the long-standing partnership we're able to maintain with the Department of Education Services, the continued support of our sponsors and parents, the children that step up and get involved year after year, our Leos, the teachers who year after year not only teach the contestants how to spell, but to understand etymology, pronunciations, and multiple definitions, which improves their vocabulary comprehension, which increases literacy, which often leads to greater enjoyment of reading. You are all a part of our proud past. Our eyes on the future. Today, as we host the finals of the Lion Bee, it is one of our many youth outreach projects that we are still moving forward with, albeit on the new guidelines as we adjust to the ever-changing protocols because of the COVID pandemic. Our eyes to the future are focused on finding new ways to safely continue service to our community. My fellow Lions and guests, please help me to make our partners, teachers, and all contestants participating in today's Bee feel welcomed. I would like to congratulate all our contestants participating in today's Bee. Please remember, you are all high achievers. It is important for you to feel proud of yourselves and pleased with your accomplishments. Please give a round of applause or a lion's roar for all our contestants. Lion's roar. Roar, roar, roar. Bite, bite, bite. Thank you.
Thank you, Lion Gary. Let's hear that again. Roar, roar. Okay. All right, you all heard that. A roar, roar, roar. Bite, bite, bite. So we look forward to that into our competition. We now move to the introduction of competitors, and Ms. Nikki Samuels, who is our Senior Customer Service Officer, who has the responsibility to organize, a lot of these events and these activities. She's going to introduce the competitors. When your name is called, you will go up and you'll take your seat on the stage.
All right, good morning, everyone. Okay, I guess everyone's saving their voices, right? So when I call your name, it's important. On your card, we'll have your name and a number. When I call your name, you're going to come to this side of the stage and walk to the very end. When this row is full, you're going to walk to the very end of the other row, okay? So first up, from Calvary Baptist Christian Academy, we have Thea Ali. Next, we have Roger Johnson from Cayman Academy. Alec Benjamin Bennett from Clifton Hunter. Janice Johnson from John Gray. We have Ariane from Lehman Scott High School. Jade Robinson, St. Ignatius. Hallie Hall, Calvary Baptist. Assyria. All right, and next we have Raina Beach from Cayman Academy. Then we have DeAndre Beckford, Clifton Hunter. Yeah, we're going to put it. Jaden Hansen, John Gray High School. Shania Smith, Lehman Scott. Jamal Leon from St. Ignatius. Diego Miles from Calvary Baptist. Seth Brathwaite, Cayman Academy. So we have a third person coming from John Gray. So I'm going to ask you just to leave a seat after you, Seth. We have Ishana Smith. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And for our last contestant, we have Tori Abigail Williams from St. Ignatius. Let's give a round of applause to our contestants this morning.
Thank you, Ms. Samuels. We now invite our spellmaster, Ms. Jessica Jackson, to speak with our spellers to review the spelling rules and to get the show on the road. Ms. Jackson.
Good morning, everyone. I'm smiling underneath this mask, just so you know. It is a pleasure to see everyone again this year. I think this is my 7th time being the spell master for the Lions Club Spelling Bee. Last year they gave me a break and I got to be a judge, but this year I'm back in the hot seat, so it's a pleasure to be here with you today. Before we get started, we will review the rules. The spelling quiz is an oral competition, and pupils are not allowed to write the word before they spell it. Having started to spell a word, contestants may retrace once only, providing letters and sequences are not changed in retracing. Homonyms may constitute part of the spelling list. If no definition is given, the correct spelling of either word will be accepted. When a contestant is given the definition of a homonym, you must spell the word defined. A contestant may request the spellmaster to repeat the word, define it, use it in a sentence, provide the part of speech, provide the language of origin, and/or any alternate pronunciation. The spellmaster shall grant the requests until the judges agree that the word is clear to the contestant. Each contestant is given a maximum of 30 seconds in which to spell the word. The judges may disqualify any contestant who ignores a request to start spelling. If the contestant spells the word incorrectly, he or she is eliminated in that round and from continuing in the competition. Spellers should leave the stage when the judges have informed them of spelling a word incorrectly. Contestants not eliminated in the previous rounds continue on to the following round. In the event that there is a tie between two or more spellers, the procedure changes. If one speller misspells the word, the other contestant shall be given an opportunity to spell the word. If after correctly spelling the word, the second speller misspells the new word given to them, then the first speller has an opportunity to correctly spell this word. If the first speller succeeds in correcting the error and in spelling the next word on the spellmaster's list, they shall be declared champion. These judges are in complete control of the spelling bee. Their decisions are final. Any questions relating to the spelling of a word must be referred to the judges immediately. No protest can be entertained after the contest is terminated. And just a reminder, as the spellmaster, I will say your word twice. Then you need to repeat the word to ensure that you have heard the correct word. We're outside, we're using microphones, we have traffic going by. So just repeat the word to ensure you've heard the correct word. Remember the questions that you can ask to help you understand the word you've been requested to spell. After spelling the word, please say the word again to signify to the judges that you are finished spelling. Do we have any questions about the rules? Yes, ma'am. Sir, sorry.
If you get a homonym, say if you get a homonym to spell and you don't ask for the definition,
Any spelling's fine.
any spelling's fine.
Correct. So if it's a homonym and you don't ask for the definition, any way that word can be spelled is fine. So for instance, yesterday a word was lesson. So it could be L-E-S-S-E-N, L-E-S-S-O-N. The child didn't ask for the definition, so either one would be acceptable. Okay? If you do ask for the definition, then it has to be that one. Yeah? Make sense? Okay. Any other questions?
Let them come to the mic, Jeff. Please go to the mic and ask the question. Go to the mic and ask. Not hearing you. Speaking into the mic.
That might.
Take 1, 2.
They're not hearing you. Yeah, the mic. Mic.
Yes.
turn it down?
Just speak into the mic. Ask the question.
Okay. If someone is trying to spell a word and you like misspell a letter, could you like go back and respell the word and see if you can get it correct? Okay.
No. Follow the same order.
Another question?
When you spell it, do you take your mask off or keep it on?
Yes, we're going to ask you when you come to the microphone, you can just pull your mask down and then back up when you're done. Okay? Just to make sure we can hear you super clear. And I believe our other competitor from John Gray has joined us. Ikenna, great, welcome. Before we get into our official words spellers, we will start with a warm-up word. This is your chance just to get used to the procedure, get used to speaking into the mic. We do not have any definitions, origins, sentences for these words. Okay, it's just merely a warm-up word to get used to the mic, and then you can return to your seat before we start the official competition. Okay, you're asked to go to the mic, which is appropriate for your height. So we have a couple various heights here, so find the one when it's your turn for your warm-up word. Find the one that works best for you, and please do not touch the microphone or the mic stand, so just hands at your side. Okay? All right, so our warm-up words. Thea. Your word is child. Child.
Child. C-H-I-L-D. Child.
Thank you. Roger. Your word is open. Open.
Open. O-P-E-N.
And remember just to say the word again at the end so we know you're done spelling. Okay? Alec Benjamin. Your word is begin. Begin.
Begin. B-E-G-I-N. Begin.
Thank you. Janice. Your word is royal. Royal.
Royal. R-O-Y-A-L. Royal.
Thank you. Is it Aaron? Come to the mic, honey, and tell me.
Aryan.
Aryan. Okay. Aryan, your word is together. Together.
Together. T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. Together.
Thank you. Jade. Your word is group. Group.
G-R-O-U-P. Group.
Thank you. Haley. Haley, your word is often. Often.
Often. O-F-T-N.
Thank you. And remember to say the word at the end so we know you're done. So you'd repeat the word. Brania. Your word is table. Table.
Table. T-A-B-L-E. Table.
Thank you. DeAndre. Your word is space. Space.
Space. S-P-A-C-E. Space.
Thank you. Jaden. Jaden, your word is price. Price.
Price. P-R-I-C-E. Price.
Thank you. Shania. Your word is pencil. Pencil.
Pencil. P-E-N-C-I-L.
Thank you. Jamal. Jamal, your word is tribal. Tribal.
Trible.
So remember to repeat the
Tribal,
word
sorry.
after you hear me say it. So when I say tribal, tribal, say the word
Tribal.
and spell,
Trible.
and then repeat the word.
Tribal.
Perfect, thank you. Diego. Diego, your word is dance. Dance.
Dance. D-A-N-C-E. Dance.
Thank you. Seth. Seth, your word is picked. Picked.
Picked. P-I-C-K-E-D. Picked.
Thank you. Ikenna. Your word is camera. Camera.
C-A-M-E-R-A. Camera.
Thank you. Yashana? Yashana, your word is garden. Garden.
Garden. G-A-R-D-E-N. Garden.
Thank you. And Tori Abigail. Your word is false. False.
False. F-A-L-S-E. False.
Thank you. Okay, spellers, so we are going to move on to the official competition. So this is round one, word one. Thea. Thea, your word is acquaintance. Acquaintance.
That's correct. Correct.
Roger. Roger, your word is interchangeable. Interchangeable.
Interchangeable. I-N-T-E-R-C-H-A-N-G-E-A-B-L-E.
Correct.
Alec Benjamin. Your word is geographic. Geographic.
May I have the definition, please?
Of or related to geography.
Geographic. G-E-O-G-R-A-P-H-I-C. Geographic.
Correct.
Janice. Your word is biscuit. Biscuit.
Biscuit. B-I-S-C-I-T.
Correct.
Arian. Your word is moisturizer. Moisturizer.
Moisturizer. M-O-I-S-T-U-R-I-S-E-R. Moisturizer.
Correct.
Jade. Your word is neonatal. Neonatal.
Neonatal. N-E-O-N-A-T-A-L. Neonatal.
Correct.
Haley. Your word is crevice. Crevice.
Crevice. Definition.
Narrow crack or opening.
Crevice. C-R-E-V-I-C-E.
Correct.
DeAndre. No, sorry, Rania. Rania, your word is paralyzed. Paralyzed.
Paralyzed. P-E-R-I-L-I-Z-E-D.
Incorrect.
DeAndre. DeAndre, your word is accommodation. Accommodation.
Accommodation. A-C-C-O-M-O-D-A-T-I-O-N. Accommodation.
That's incorrect.
Jaden. Your word is financial. Financial.
May I have the definition, please?
Relating to management of money.
Thank you. Financial. F-I-N-A-N-C-I-A-L. Financial.
Correct.
Shania. Your word is immensely. Immensely.
That's incorrect.
Jamal. Jamal, your word is illiterate. Illiterate.
Illiterate. I-L-L-I-T-E-R-A-T-E. Illiterate.
Correct.
Diego. Your word is peaceable. Peaceable.
May I ask for a definition, please?
Peace, loving, or unwarlike. Peaceful, friendly, gentle.
P-E-A-C-E-A-B-L-E. Peaceable.
That's correct.
Seth. Your word is affectionate. Affectionate.
Affectionate. A-F-F-E-C-T-I-O-N-A-T-E. Affectionate. Correct.
Ikenna. Your word is palatial. Palatial. Grand, magnificent, luxurious, like a palace.
Palatial. P-A-L-L-A-C-I-A-L.
That's incorrect.
Yashana. Your word is satisfying. Satisfying.
Satisfying. S-A-T-I-F-I-F-Y.
That's incorrect.
Tori Abigail. Your word is thievery. Thievery.
Thievery. T-H-I-E-V-E-R-Y.
That's correct.
We're moving on to round 1, word 2. Thea. Thea, your word is knowledge. Knowledge.
That's correct.
Roger. Your word is unanimous. Unanimous. All in agreement, held or given by general consent. Adjective.
U-N-A-N-I-O-U-S.
That's incorrect.
Alec Benjamin. Your word is tabloid. Tabloid. Small sized as opposed to broadsheet newspaper. Tabloid.
Tabloid. T-A-B-L-O-I-D. Tabloid.
Correct.
Denise. Your word is pamphlet. Pamphlet. Pamphlet.
Correct.
Arian. Your word is interdenominational. Interdenominational.
May I have the definition, please?
Concerning or involving more than one religious denomination.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Interdenominational.
Interdenominational. Interdenominational. Interdenominational.
That's correct.
Jade. Your word is foreigner. Foreigner.
Foreigner. F-O-R-E-I-G-N-E-R. Foreigner.
Correct.
Haley. Your word is typhoid. 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 Typhoid.
Is she finished? She didn't say the word at the end. She didn't say the word.
Say the word again, please, so we know you're done.
That's incorrect.
Jaden. Your word is parachute. Parachute.
May I have the definition, please?
An umbrella-shaped apparatus to help safe landing from the air, to drop by parachute.
Thank you. Parachute. P-A-R-A-C-H-U-T-E. Parachute.
That's correct.
Jamal. Jamal, your word is upsurge. Upsurge.
Upsurge. UPSURGE, upsurge.
That's correct.
Diego. Your word is acreage. Acreage.
Acreage. ACREAGE. Acreage.
That's correct.
Seth.
Sorry, may I please use the restroom?
Sure.
Thank you.
Seth, your word is mythical. Mythical.
Mythical. MYTHICAL. Mythical.
Correct.
And Tori Abigail. Your word is realm. Realm.
Realm. REALM. Realm.
Correct.
We're moving on to round one, word 3. Thea. Your word is criticism. Criticism.
That's incorrect.
Alec Benjamin. Your word is perceive. Perceive. To observe, notice, understand, interpret.
Perceive. P-E-R-C-E-I-V-E. Perceive.
That's correct.
Janice. Your word is capitalism. Capitalism. An economic system based on private ownership of business instead of government ownership.
Capitalism. C-A-P-I-T-A-L-I-S-M. Capitalism.
Correct.
Arian. Your word is aluminum. Aluminum.
May I have the definition, please?
Light silvery metal produced mainly from bauxite.
Aluminum. ALUMINIUM. Aluminum.
Correct.
Jade. Your word is acquisition. Acquisition.
Acquisition. A-C-Q-U-I-S-I-T-I-O-N. Acquisition.
Correct.
Jaden. Your word is sympathetic. Sympathetic.
May I have the word in a sentence, please?
Thanks for being so sympathetic to me in my time of need.
Sympathetic. S-Y-M-P-A-T-H-E-T-I-C. Sympathetic.
That's correct.
Jamal. Your word is regrettable. Regrettable.
Regrettable. R-E-G-R-E-T-A-B-L-E. Regrettable.
That's incorrect.
Diego. Your word is vertebrae. Vertebrae.
Vertebrae. Vertebrae. Vertebrae.
That's correct.
Seth. Your word is typhoon. Typhoon.
Typhoon. Typhoon. Typhoon.
Correct.
May I use the bathroom?
Tori Abigail. Your word is pronunciation. Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Pronuncation. Pronunciation.
Correct.
Okay, we're moving on to round 1, word 4. Alec Benjamin. Your word is twitch. Twitch. Sudden pull or jerk of muscles, etc. To move jerkily or spasmodically. Twitch.
Twitch. Twitch. Twitch.
That's correct.
Amish is Alec Benjamin.
Alec, I'm so sorry. Thank you for correcting. Janice, your word is zestfully. Zestfully. Enthusiastically, excitedly, eagerly.
Zestfully. Zestfully. Zestfully.
That's correct.
Arian, your word is pensively. Pensively.
May I have the definition, please?
In deep thought. Thoughtfully.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Pensively.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Pensively.
Can you use it in a sentence?
She sat alone by the window looking pensively down the road.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Pensively.
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 Pensively? Pensively?
Correct.
Jade. Your word is heroin. Heroin.
Heroin. Heroin.
Correct.
Jaden. Your word is horrendous. Horrendous.
May I have the definition, please?
Horrifying. Shocking.
Horrendous. Horrendous. Horrendous.
Correct.
Diego. Your word is unique. Unique.
Unique. Unique. Unique.
Correct.
Seth. Your word is gullible. Gullible.
Gullible. Gullible. Gullible.
Correct.
Tori Abigail.
Your word is thoroughly. Thoroughly.
Thoroughly?
Thoroughly.
Thoroughly. Thoroughly. Thoroughly.
Correct.
We're moving on to round 2, word 1. Alec Benjamin. Your word is fermentation. Fermentation.
May I have that definition, please?
Breaking down of substances by yeast or bacteria.
Fermentation. Fermentation. Fermentation.
Correct.
Janice. Your word is effectively. Effectively. Efficiently, properly, producing a definite result. In fact.
Correct.
Arian. Your word is apologetic. Apologetic.
Apologetic. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
They admitted to their wrongdoing and were all very apologetic.
Apologetic. A-P-O-L-O-G-E-T-I-C. Apologetic.
That's correct.
Jade. Your word is tannery. Tannery.
Tannery. T-A-N-N-E-R-Y.
Correct.
Jaden. Your word is essential. Essential.
May I have the definition, please?
Absolutely necessary, being basic or fundamental.
Thank you. Essential. E-S-S-E-N-T-I-A-L. Essential.
Correct.
Diego. Your word is surveyor. Surveyor.
Surveyor. S-U-R-V-E-Y-O-R. Surveyor.
Correct.
Seth. Your word is indigestible. Indigestible.
Indigestible. I-N-D-I-G-E-S-T-A-B-L-E. Indigestible.
That's incorrect.
Tori Abigail. Your word is courteous. Courteous.
Courteous. C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S. Courteous.
That's correct. Correct.
Moving on to round 2, word 2. Alec Benjamin. Your word is gallantry. Gallantry.
May I have the definition, please?
Bravery, politeness, chivalry.
May I have the participles, please?
Noun.
Gallantry. G-A-L-L-A-N-T-R-Y. Gallantry.
Correct.
Janice. Your word is appreciation. Appreciation.
May I please have the definition?
Gratitude or thanks, an estimation, judgment, or review of a book, etc.
Appreciation. APPRECIATION. Appreciation.
Correct.
Arian. Your word is committee. Committee.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
We appointed a committee to investigate the matter and report to the club.
Can I have the definition, please?
A group of people selected by a larger body to do a special job.
Committee. COMMITTEE. Committee.
Correct.
Jade. Your word is identifiable. Identifiable.
Identifiable. IDENTIFIABLE.
Correct.
Jaden. Your word is quantitative. Quantitative.
May I have the definition, please?
Concerning the amount or quantity.
Quantitative. QUANTITATIVE. Quantitative.
Correct.
Diego. Diego, your word is gazelle. Gazelle.
Gazelle. GAZELLE. Gazelle.
Correct.
Tori Abigail. Your word is urinary. Urinary.
Urinary. URINARY. Urinary.
Correct.
We're moving on to round 2, word 3. Alec Benjamin. Your word is encouragement. Encouragement. Support or confidence given or received.
Encouragement. ENCOURAGEMENT. Encouragement.
Correct.
Janice. Your word is malignancy. Malignancy. Harmfulness, destructiveness. There is no evidence of malignancy in the scar, so it will soon heal. Noun.
That's incorrect.
Arian. Your word is nuisance. Nuisance.
May I have the definition, please?
Annoyance, a bother, pest.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Be quiet and stop being a nuisance to everybody.
Nuisance. NUISANCE.
That's correct.
Jade. Your word is denominator. Denominator.
Denominator. DENOMINATOR.
Correct.
Jaden. Your word is trough. Trough.
May I have the definition, please?
Long open container for water or animal feed, a channel or drain.
Trough. T-R-O-U-G-H. Trough.
Correct.
Diego. Your word is succeeded. Succeeded.
Succeeded. S-U-C-C-E-E-D-E-D. Succeeded.
Correct.
Tori Abigail. Your word is mischievous. Mischievous.
Mischievous. M-I-S-C-H-I-E-V-O. M-I-S-C-H-I-E-V-O-U-S.
Correct.
We are moving on to round 2, word 4. Alec Benjamin. Your word is oasis. Oasis. Fertile patch in a desert. Refuge.
Oasis. O-A-S-I-S. Oasis.
Correct.
Arian. Your word is technician. Technician.
Can I have the definition, please?
Someone skilled in a particular art or craft.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
A technician can easily repair this radio.
Technician. T-E-C-H-N-I-C-I-A-N. Technician.
Correct.
Jade. Your word is flammable. Flammable.
Flammable. F-L-A-M-M-A-B-L-E.
Correct.
Jaden. Your word is invariable. Invariable.
May I have the definition, please?
Always the same, no changes, constant, unchangeable.
Thank you. Invariable. I-N-V-A-R-I-A-B-L-E. Invariable.
Correct.
Diego. Your word is haphazard. Haphazard.
Haphazard. H-A-P-H-A-Z-A-R-D. Haphazard.
Correct.
Tori Abigail. Your word is weasels. Weasels.
May I get the definition, please?
Plural of weasel, a small brown and white mammal.
Weasels. W-E-A-S-L-E-S. Weasels.
That's incorrect.
So we have reached the end of round 2, and we are going to take a short break. So spellers, if you need to go get some more water, need the bathroom, now would be the time to do it before we come back for round 3.
I'm going to ask all of my competitors to come up, the 5 competitors that are remaining. If you can join me on this side of the stage, please. And while they're doing that, I'm going to ask for everyone else to find their seats for us. We're going to sit a little closer, okay? All right, so where's Alec? Alec, you want to go on first? So not to your chair, but to the first chair in first row, okay? And then Aria, you know? Jade? Oh, you want to just take 2 seconds. Perfect. All right, Jaden and Diego. Yeah. All right, let's give a round of applause for our contestants.
Before we begin, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize Ms. Steen Isaiah Thomas, who is a past Spelling Bee participant. Isaiah, stand up. Let's give her a round of applause for taking the time to be with us. She'll be handing out the prizes with the persons who are authorized to do so, okay? Over to you, Madam Spellmaster.
All right, spellers, we are moving on to round 3, word 1. Alec Benjamin, you are first. Your word is bazaar. Bazaar.
Have definition, please.
Shop or market selling a variety of goods.
Bazaar. B-A-Z-A-A-R. Bazaar.
Correct.
Arian. Your word is sleuth. Sleuth.
May I have the definition, please?
Detective, bloodhound, to track or follow.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Sleuth.
Sleuth. S-L-E-U-T-H. Sleuth.
Correct.
Jade. Your word is indiscriminate. Indiscriminate.
Indiscriminate. I-N-D-I-S-C-R-I-M-I-N-A-T-E. Indiscriminate.
Correct.
Jaden. Your word is apparatus. Apparatus.
May I have the definition, please?
The things collectively necessary for the performance of some activity or function, a machine, a device.
Apparatus. A-P-P-A-R-A-T-U-S. Apparatus.
Correct.
Diego. Your word is squalor. Squalor.
Squalor. S-Q-U-A-L-L-E-R. Squalor.
That's incorrect.
We're moving on to round 3, word 2. Alec Benjamin. Your word is rhubarb. Rhubarb.
May I have the definition, please?
A type of plant producing fleshy leaf stalks cooked as food.
Rhubarb. R H U B A R B. Rhubarb.
Correct.
Arian. Your word is acuity. Acuity.
May I have the definition, please?
Sharpness, acuteness of mind, vision, etc. Visual.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Acuity.
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 Acuity?
Acuity.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
His acuity is the level of a genius.
Acuity?
Acuity.
Acuity. I can spell it? Acuity. A-C-Q-U-I-T-Y. Acuity.
That's incorrect.
Incorrect?
Jade. Your word is isthmus. Isthmus.
May I have the origin, please?
Greek.
May I have the definition?
A narrow piece of land connecting two larger pieces.
May you repeat the word, please?
Isthmus.
Isthmus. I-S-M-O-U-S. Isthmus.
That's incorrect.
Jaden. Your word is mustache. Mustache.
May I get a definition, please?
Hair grown above one's upper lip.
Mustache. M-O-U-S-T-A-C-H-E. Mustache.
That's correct.
Moving on to round 3, word 3. Alec Benjamin. Your word is undulation. Undulation.
May I have the definition, please?
A wavy movement or pattern, gentle rise and fall.
Undulation. U-N-D-U-L-A-T-I-O-N. Undulation.
Correct.
Jaden. Your word is mortuary. Mortuary.
May I have the definition, please?
A place for storing dead bodies, morgue.
Are there any other pronunciations?
Not mortuary? Miss Bell says mortuary.
Okay, thank you. Mortuary. M-O-R-T-U-A-R-Y. Mortuary.
That's correct.
Moving on to round 3, word 4. Alec. Your word is giblets. Giblets.
May I have the definition, please?
The liver, gizzard, neck, etc. of a bird.
Please repeat the word.
Giblets.
Giblets. G-I-B-L-E-T-S. Giblets.
That's correct.
Jaden, your word is mortgage. Mortgage.
May I have the definition, please?
Borrowing of money with land or house as security, the loan itself, the transaction itself.
Mortgage. M-O-R-T-G-A-G-E. Mortgage.
That's correct.
Moving on to round 4, word 1, Alec Benjamin. Your word is rhododendron. Rhododendron.
May I have the definition, please?
Type of shrub with large clusters of bell-shaped flowers.
Please repeat the word.
Rhododendron.
Rhododendron. R H O D O D E N D R O N. Rhododendron.
Correct.
Jaden, your word is hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres.
Others. HORSDOEUVRES. Others.
Correct.
Moving on to round 4, word 2. Alec Benjamin. Your word is xenophobia. Xenophobia.
May I have the definition, please?
Deep dislike or fear of foreigners or strangers.
Xenophobia. X E N O P H O B I A. Xenophobia.
Correct.
Jaden, your word is tintinnabulation. Tintinnabulation.
May I have the definition, please?
The sound of a ringing or tinkling of bells.
Tintinnabulation. TINTINNABULATION. Tintinnabulation.
Correct.
We're moving on to round 4, word 3. Alec Benjamin. Your word is flibbertigibbet. Flibbertigibbet.
May I have the definition, please?
Gossiping, frivolous, or restless person.
Please repeat the word.
Flibbertigibbet.
Flibbertigibbet. FLIBBERTIGIBBET. Flibbertigibbet.
Correct.
Jaden, your word is phosphorescence. Phosphorescence.
May I have the definition, please?
The emission of light without any perceptible heat.
Phosphorescence.
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 Phosphorescence. PHOSPHORESCENCE. Phosphorescence.
Moving on to round 4, word 4. This is our final round of the regular competition. Alec Benjamin, your word is aardvark. Aardvark.
May I have the definition, please?
A burrowing mammal of South Africa.
Aardvark. AARDVARK. Aardvark.
Correct.
Jaden, your word is psittacosis. Psittacosis.
May I have the definition, please?
A contagious disease of birds caused by a virus-like bacterium.
May you repeat the word, please?
Psittacosis.
Psittacosis. CYTICOSIS. Psittacosis.
That's incorrect.
So that concludes the 2021 Lions Club Secondary Spelling Bee. So unofficially, before our judges announce it, unofficially our winner this year is Alec Benjamin. Congratulations.
You got 2 9? So there's a 15. Yeah, 16 and a 15. 2 9s, yeah. How many you have for Tia? Tia, how many she has? First one. 2. The second one, Roger. 16. 6. One.
Clean.
0. What's his name? Jeffrey? Jeffrey? Jeffrey. Just checking your scores. You have the same as this.
So Gary was down.
First one is 2. 2 1. 2 1. You put your numbers here. You have your numbers here?
I don't know how to do that.
Right, so it's, this one here is 2. Right?
Oh, I see.
2.
Okay.
Yeah. How many have it there?
All right, let me go through that.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
while we wait for the judges to give us the final count in terms of points earned, we usually recognize all participants for their efforts, the time that they took to plan and to study. Okay, so we are going to ask a member of the Lions Club, as well as Ms. Teen, to join whoever is being selected to make the presentation to all of the participants from the various schools. Across there.
So it's 2 1.
Okay, I think this is our Lions president.
16.
So Isaiah, yeah.
I thought that was just for the spell person. Spell person.
Hi, Mr. President.
Hi, how are you?
I want
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
We go down to the, yeah. We usually go down to 10.
Come center. All right. Yeah. Come. All right. So come center. Yeah. Okay. Start with Calvary Baptist. Can we have Thea Ali?
So what's my mic for?
I don't know.
So one person will hand the medals, one person will hand the certificate. And maybe Miss Teen could give the gift bags. Yeah. Hallie Hall. Is Hallie here? Okay. And just now. Haley Hall. As we said to you, you were all winners in your own right. You all prepared. You took time, and it is not easy getting up on that stage. Many of us adults can't do it. So you're winners in your own right. And we want Diego Miles to join us. Diego? Hallie, stand aside, and then you take a group picture. Diego, you go on. Okay, you all go and take a group picture. Let's give Calvary Baptist a round of applause, please. Come on, go and take a group picture. Give it back to the school, and then we'll give it after. Who's that? Okay. Thank you, Calvary Baptist. Cayman Academy, can we invite you for your presentation? Roger Johnson. Rania Beach. Okay, I step aside, Roger. Rania Beach. Seth Raffet, can you just join us? Go ahead. Okay, can you all just go together and just take one group picture? Quickly join them, you two. Let's hear it for Cayman Academy, please. Thanks for participating, Cayman Academy, and keep up the hard work. Our next school is Clifton Hunter High School. We have Alec Benjamin Bennett. Our winner for today. Did he win? He participated, I remember, in primary school. Not sure if he won, but I know he did. He's a seasoned spelling bee. DeAndre Beckford. No, I'm just acknowledging him and celebrating him. He's done well. He's committed. DeAndre Beckford. Okay, Alec, join them and just take one group picture. Let's hear it for Clifton Hunter High School, please. Good job. Thank you. John Gray High School. And Jordan Cummings. And I need to applaud John Gray for their determination and persistence. We had some challenges this morning, but they never gave up. And I really admire that about John Gray. So we have Jordan Cummings. Okay, let's have Jaden Anson. You go first. Jaden. We would not have a certificate for, what's my boy's name again? Ikela. Ikena. We wouldn't have one for him because he was just pulled in today, yeah. So just give him one. Yeah. And you were just pulled in too. Yeah. Okay, so just give them one to hold for the picture. Yeah. So see today, John Gray had to have 2 substitutes this morning, so they were determined. Okay, Janice? We'll do your certificate for you. Okay. So despite the challenges of COVID, we beat COVID this morning. We still went on despite. And he joined us this morning. Yeah. Jaden, you all stay. Janice, come back so you get a group picture. Okay, go back and take a group picture. Okay. All right, go and join them. So let's hear it for John Gray High School, please. Lehman Scott Senior High. Thank you, John Gray. Lehman Scott Senior High. We have Ariane Champawat. Sanaya Smith. Oh, yes. Is it Yasina Smith? I'd stay right there so you could join them to take a picture here. And Sanaya, is it? Yeah, go on. Yasina Smith. And do we have Sahara Ramsamy in the audience with us? Yes, come on, join them. Okay, so senior, come. Let Sahara get hers, and then you all take a group picture. Okay, go and join them and just take one group picture.
Walking that way too much.
Okay, let's say it for Lehman Scott High School all the way from the BRAC. Thank you for participating. And our final school, St. Ignatius Catholic School, we have Jade Robinson. Jamal Leon. And Tori Abigail Williams. Bassman, where are the results? Bassman, where are the results? Thank you, darling. Okay. And now for the big decision. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Ms. Steen. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause, please. And now for the results. In third place, we have a tie. Arya Champawat from Lehman Scott and Jade Robinson with 9 points. Give them a round of applause, please. Second place, we have Jaden Hansen with 15 points. Jaden is from John Gray. And in first place, our Spelling Bee Lion Secondary School champion for 2021-22 is Alec Benjamin Bennett. Let's give him a round of applause, please. Can I invite Mr. Ray to hand out those trophies? And Ms. Steen, can you join her, please? So maybe one can hand the trophy, one can hand the gifts. Mr. Ray? Thank you. Okay, so which place is that? Third place? Okay, can we have our 2 third place winners join us? We'll have to share the trophy, and we are going to get you a duplicate. Don't worry, you're going to get your trophy and your gifts. I think the gift is what? A tablet? And what again? A gift certificate, a tablet, and what? And a surprise. In the little box is a surprise. So the 2 of them to share it. When we can after. Is they the ones get it, not us. So we're not holding on, let them deal with it.
Well, let them hold that as well.
Okay, let's give our third place winners a round of applause, please. We love the ties. What is second place?
Tablet, surprise, and
okay. Keeping the surprise. Okay, thank you guys. St. Ignatius and Lehman Scott. Our second place winner, Jaden Hansen, 15 points. Come on, Jaden. Let's say it for John Gray High School. Again, we have a trophy. There's a surprise in that little box, and he also gets a tablet. Good job, Jaden. And our first place winner, Mr. Alec Benjamin Bennett of Clifton Hunter High School. He got a laptop, a surprise, I think a check or something. Okay. Alec amassed a total of 16 points. That's a full score, right? That was a full score. Yeah, 16. 16 was they got, right? Yeah. Good job. Thank you, Mr. Ray, and thank you, Ms. Steen. So in closing, I want to say a big thank you to the Sign for Falling. Thank you to all the students who participated this morning, to our coaches, parents, and teachers, and the 6 schools, Calvary, Cayman Academy, Clifton, John Gray, Lehman Scott, and St. Ignatius. Special thanks to our officials, our judges, Mr. Hunt, Mr. Bryan, and Mr. Parker. We couldn't do this without you. Also our spellmaster, very important lady, Ms. Jessica Jackson. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Also our members of the Lions Spelling Bee, they did all the sourcing of the prizes. There's a committee. So the members of the Lions Spelling Bee committee, thank you. To Mr. Mark Ray, our director, thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and for the joke. Mr. Lion Gary Franklin, he had to step out. Lion Nicholas Da Costa, who said the prayer. And Miss Teen, Miss Isaiah Thomas, who took the time to be here with us this morning. It was nice seeing you again, Isaiah. That's my past student. All right, at the DES staff, our colleagues from the DES, Miss Nikki Samuels, who works with us, Miss Anola Smith, who has been part of the team, and Miss Dina Ebanks Iqbal. And last but by no means least, special thanks to Miss Stacey Ann Anderson from the ministry's communication team, as well as Mr. Christopher Tobalt, who took the time to be here this morning to advertise. Miss Stacey was helpful in organizing the PSAs on the radio and doing the radio interview. Thank you. Without you, this event would not have been broadcasted. Thank you very much all for being with us. I know it's lunchtime, 1:45. Our tummies are biting. Looking forward to seeing you all next year. Bye. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day.